also a talented actor, chef, restaurateur, best-selling cookbook author, and Emmy-nominated producer. You know from his work on FX's The Bear. Season 4 premieres June 25th on Hulu. Let's take a look.
What's going on?
I feel like a stupid idiot. And this place is fancy. The people that come in here are fancy. I'm not fancy. And I think they all think I'm a stupid idiot.
Dad, this is your house. They're guests in your house. They feel intimidated, and then we make them feel a little bit more comfortable. It's not the other way around. All right?
Yeah.
You got that?
I get it, yeah.
Neil Jeff.
Richard Lawrence.
You're beautiful.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Matty Madison, everybody!
What up?
I'm so happy you're back. You were here in 2018.
Yeah.
Not an actor yet.
No.
Just a guy making me burgers.
Raw burgers.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then I was watching The Bear, and I'm like, holy there's Matty.
I'm here.
Just a full actor now.
You know, I'm quite an actor, thespian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out there.
It's lovely. You're wonderful in the show, but I have to ask, I know you're in Chicago a lot. Hot dogs, what do we think now?
Gene and Jude's, I'm a dog man.
Okay, because you were a burger guy.
I was a burger guy. And, just slamming on a dog is nice.
Yeah.
You know?
How long will you wait in line for a dog at one of the good places?
Gene and Jude's, you're always waiting.
Yep.
It moves fast, and I'll wait, no matter what. If you go out there, it's like 30 minutes out, and like, I go a couple times a season, and it's just my favorite dog, and I love it, and I'll wait, you know?
I think
30,
waiting in line, if the line's moving,
yes.
I think there's something exciting about being in getting food at a place where other people want to eat it too.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And then you just go out, eat on the hood of your car, wipe the mustard off, and keep it moving.
There you go.
You know?
Love it. I remember
nice.
seeing your car. Little mustard smears all over.
There's mustard big mustard guy.
I'm a big mustard guy.
We love a mustard.
Oh, I love a mustard.
Just mustard!
Mustard!
Come on!
All right, so you have 3 kids around the same age as me.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, having a chef as a dad, how are their palates? Are they like...
Chicken nuggies, beige, unremarkable.
Okay.
Yeah, they're horrible.
So you have not managed to like develop a palate.
Yeah, like I'm serving them like steak au poivre or like, you know,
Yeah.
you know, they love dim sum, they love Japanese.
Okay, that's it. There you go.
Like,
Yeah.
They love, you know, tempura shrimp.
Right.
You know, they go deep.
Do they review your cooking?
Dude, we were in Chicago, and literally, shout out to Shaw's. We're at Shaw's, and we're eating, and Max got a burger, and he's just like sitting back. He's 9, and he's just like, Dad, this burger, 10 out of 10. And he's like, it's better than Matty's Patties.
That's your place.
That's my place. I'm like, Mac. Now I'm saying it on national television. I'm just like,
yeah, you didn't have to keep telling people. You didn't have to take
afraid.
it. Yeah, you didn't have to.
We're not afraid.
I want to ask about your cookbook.
Yes.
Soup salad sandwiches. I want to ask I'm just taken with like, tell me about this sandwich.
Well, that's just an uncut club. Everyone always sees the club as the little triangles.
Yeah.
And on the photo, it's very picturesque. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks just like 2 stacked BLTs.
Yeah.
It's just a couple BLTs.
Just a couple of BLTs, yeah.
You know, a couple turkeys.
Couple of turkeys, couple of BLTs. You were in Europe promoting this book.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, was there anything you had in Europe that tickled your taste buds?
Shout out to Belfast, and shout out to the Spice Bag.
Spice Bag?
The Spice Bag.
Oh, we have some Spice Bag aficionados.
We got a big clapper.
Okay.
The Spice Bag.
No, I saw the face. That was a knowing.
They were excited.
Yeah, it wasn't just clapping.
And legitimately, it's just like, you know those tinfoil kind of microwavable bags that had like cheeseburgers in your cafeteria or something?
Of course.
That is just jammed with kind of fried chicken and fries that have been kind of cooked in a wok with like onions and peppers and like tons of spices. And it's just there, and they give you a giant toothpick, and you just jam it. And it's tight. Like
I have no complaints about this at all.
Yeah. It's dry. It's beige. It's kind of spicy.
Yeah. I love that you're using all these negative words, and I still want it so much.
But
beige, dry.
Life is enough. Life is enough. Sometimes we just need some beige.
So you started. You first came into The Bear as a consultant because Chris Storer wanted to have some authenticity to the kitchen scenes.
Yeah.
And what were the things that you, when you were just sort of in the development process of getting in there, what were the things that were important that you felt like the Bear should show?
Movement, how to move with purpose is massive. Like to be able to say the words and to do that is one thing, but like everyone needs to move with purpose. And I think like that is such an important thing that makes that real. And also that was a big thing. Also, making all of the fridges have the actual mise en place. So like the menu that you guys don't even realize out on the beef, like when it was the beef, like we had the mortadella sandwich, we had the salads, we had all that stuff actually in the Low Boys. So like the actors, if they wanted to make a salad, they could go in and make a salad. And so just like mentally, I couldn't understand, I don't understand TV, I don't understand this stuff. So I was just like, no, I'm just gonna set it up like a real kitchen. I'm just gonna have everything set up, we're gonna do that. And Courtney Storr, executive producer and culinary producer, like Chris's sister, like she's the queen bee and she runs all that, and it's just like, we wanna make it real. You make it real.
It's very intense, and yet you're one of the characters who I feel like, brings levity to the kitchen.
Yes.
Is it important in an actual kitchen to have a few people who also are like levity people?
Yeah, just morale boosters.
Yeah.
It's like morale boosters, punching bags, never defeated. Like it is like that thing. Like I feel like I want to be that person too. Like I want like, life is intense and like restaurants are intense and work is intense and you have a bunch of people caring, trying to do something, and I think it is like, we can be funny, we can have a moment. Everything is serious, but it's not. We are just feeding people, and it's just like, I think Neil is such a sweetheart, and he's just trying to make everyone happy.
Well, it comes across, and I have a lot more to ask you. We'll be right back with Matty Madison after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with one of the stars of The Bear, Matty Madison, everybody. So, it was not, again, you were originally brought in to consult and to be a producer. When was the decision made that you should be on the show?
At the same kind of time, like Chris, like when he initially called me, he was just like, do you want to act? Like, can you?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, want and can are very different, Matty. Yeah.
I didn't want to, and I was just like, I think I can.
Yeah.
And it was just like homie stuff. Like it was just like, Chris, I love, and he's just like, dude, I don't want to be a chef, and he's just like, yeah, I don't want you to be a chef either. And he's like, handyman. I'm like, handyman's great. I don't know how to do anything.
Oh, so you asked for a job on the show that you're bad at.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just easy to act bad.
Yeah, that's true.
It is easy.
You are believable as a bad handyman.
I am not good. I'm using the screwdriver is mostly a Q-tip. It's not going anywhere.
How are you? So this is again your first foray into it. How were you with learning lines? Did that come naturally?
No.
Okay.
You know that it doesn't for me. You can tell. You can tell a mile away. It doesn't come easy for me. No, and I learned very quickly. You have to, out of respect. Everyone's there.
I'm sorry. You learned you have to learn your lines. Oh my God, Matty!
I didn't know.
Matty, forget about cookbooks. This got to be your next one's to be an acting book.
That's exactly.
What a valuable
The School
lesson.
of Mathod. The School of Mathod Acting.
Mathod acting.
That's what Evan calls it. That's what Evan calls it because he just loves
Please give that high five to him for me. Yeah.
Evan, we love you.
Yeah.
Acting is hard.
It is.
It is incredibly hard.
But you make it look easy. But I'm glad to know you're putting the work in.
Dude, me and Ricky, who plays Ted, my brother, he will. I'll have 6 words, and we'll run it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
After we're done working for the day, like we go back to my spot, and I'm just like, if I don't have it completely memorized, then I'm torched. Like I tried to wing it a couple times. I'm like sitting next to Jeremy, and he's just like, you don't know, eh? And I'm just like, no, I have it. I got it. And he's like, you don't got it, Matty. We're doing a scene right now. Everyone's standing here. What do you know about the words you were given a couple of months ago? But it's fine.
Yeah.
Chris is my buddy, and I'm an executive producer, and I'm like, shoot it again.
Oh, that's great. You have to use the power. If they give you power, you have to use it against them.
Again, I'll just cut. I'll cut myself.
You'll cut yourself.
I'll be like, cut. I'm not good. I'm not good right now.
Cut. I gotta go talk to myself.
Yeah.
But it does, I mean, it does seem like a very loving and supportive group of people, but also they take it seriously, and I feel like you all elevate each other.
Absolutely. Everyone's a legend. Liza's a legend. EL. Like, Io is incredible. Like, it's nutso. Lionel is such a G. Like, it is, like, being around all of these amazing people and having something like what happened to the Bear happen at this
Yeah.
moment is such a wild thing, and it's not taken for granted. And it's so, like, every day I wake up, I'm like, dang, like that, it happened. And it's just like, it is so cool.
It's
Like,
really
straight
cool.
up.
It's cool
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
I want to ask tattoos. You obviously got a lot of them. When did this start for you?
You know, I got tattooed at a tat shop in Niagara Falls called Rainbow Connections by Frankenstein.
Okay, great.
You know?
Frankenstein, his given name.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I hope. I think I got tattooed when I was like, well, I got this stupid armband thing. Whatever. I went to a Catholic high school.
Yeah.
And you weren't allowed to have tattoos. And I had like my polo shirt, and so I got one on my forearm to, you know, ruffle some feathers.
Yeah. Were they ruffled?
No.
Really?
Nobody even. I was just like, oh. You know, just trying to be a bad boy.
They knew what you were trying to do, Maddie. They saw
knew,
right through it.
and they're like, just don't even acknowledge.
They're
that
like,
idiot.
you know what? They said we won't acknowledge it, and that'll be the last tattoo he ever gets.
Yeah,
and on
get outta
that,
here.
they were wrong.
They were. Yeah.
What was the last one you got?
The last one is probably like my children's names.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I don't like getting tattooed. I only yeah. MacArthur. I got MacArthur over here. I got Rizzo, I think, over here. Then Ozzy's on my shoulder.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really lovely.
I can remember them.
You're like,
Ozzy, get over here! Hey!
can't put one on your back, though. That was a terrible. You got to go to a
No.
mirror every time you
I
got to
know.
remember his name. You had to
Ezekiel.
You had to spell
What?
it. You had to spell it
Jasmine.
backwards.
What?
Maddie, I'm so happy you're back. Congratulations
I'm
on the
so
show.
happy.
Well,
Thank
it's
you so
just
much.
wonderful
Hey.
to have you.
Legend.
Maddie Madison, everybody. Season 4 of Access to the Bear premieres June 25th on Hulu. He's got a cookbook. We'll be right back, everybody.